I thought about it. I thought about it a minute ago, and I was like, well. So, like I was saying, well, the first time I played Ark, Survival Evolved, right? I realized how grindy of a game it was, and then I restarted because you can on your own. When you play by yourself, you can change all the drop rates, and I definitely went way up and overboard to the point where like my speed skill was so high that I would launch into the air. Yeah, so I had to dial it back, and I think that's one of the interesting things about where you are with the Everfresh server is it's tuned up just enough to take some of the grind out, whereas it's not over tuned, whereas it takes all the enjoyment out.
Yeah, I mean, there's still things I can't do in the game. But hello and welcome, everybody. We were mid-conversation, and I just turned to Pat and said, Pat, we're burning content here that I think people might want to listen in on. So
it looks like we've got an audience already. Hey, thank you, Sherry Vegas. Always appreciate having you here. Sweetheart, that gal. We also got Richie Dubs here. He's got a question already. He says, who's wide and how do I get on the list to be felt up by Bob next? Ooh, you're going to have to join our channel membership. That one's actually at the $69.96 tier. So, you'll have to learn more.
Exclusive club to be felt wide up by me. But we were talking, for those that want to catch up. Some of you, Richie, you've been on a couple of the streams with me this morning or in the mornings, and Time Capsule, you were there this morning. I have been on vacation all week, and while I've been on vacation, I have been playing a WoW Everfresh server, to spend some time, and I figured why not go ahead and just go ahead and stream live for folks, explain what the server's about. So I've been doing that every morning at around 9 a.m. ish, because holiday hours. And Pat was relaying some of his past experiences with different games that have similar, yet different vibes to them. So I said, we should probably just have this conversation in front of the audience. We're not all just a Magic the Gathering channel. Sorry for some of those that are here for Magic the Gathering only. I'm sure we're going to get into some of that in a little bit. Not exactly
it's on
sure.
The docket, the episode is called A New Season of MTG. So,
but
he might have meant that he's wide awake. It also could have just he's wide up.
That is something for those of you, and it's a real inside joke for old Jake and Joel fans. And Jake has done a long-running series of opening up the Japanese War of the Spark, hunting for foil Amano Liliana cards, the Japanese version, which at the time was worth like $5,000, and I think they're all the way down to like $1,500 now.
Right, I'll take a look at that. Yeah.
But while he was doing the show, he meant to say wide open and something up, and it came out of his mouth on stream as wide up. God, you gotta love Jake. He is a lovable kind of.
Was it The Last Hope or what? Waker of the Dead?
What?
The Liliana that he was looking for.
I think it's Dreadhorde General.
Oh, okay.
Is it? I don't know.
There's also that one. That's one of the issues with like these long-held characters is that there's so many freaking like different versions of them. Yeah, JP alternate art.
Well, the specific foil Amano Liliana that he was looking for were only in the Japanese version of the War of the Spark. So it was an alternate that was only in the Japanese version boxes, done special art by was it Yoshitaka?
Amano. Yeah, Amano. I'm looking at it now, and 2 are up for sale. The foil Japanese cheapest one is $3,000, and it looks as though no one has bought any in the last 3 months. And also, hey, what up, Matt? Great to see you.
Yo,
I doubt there's many on the market, and I doubt many move. But he was also the special guest that did a lot of the special art for the Final Fantasy set. Now, I'm not a fan of the the art that he did
For a second, I thought you
on
meant
the Final
Jake
Fantasy.
was. I was like, I didn't know he was an MTG.
But I really didn't love the art that he did for the special artwork in Final Fantasy.
It didn't seem fitting. Like it was real pretty and stuff. I think I got the command beacon. It's like really good watercolor. It's attractive art. It just seems very out of place in the entire
On a magic
set.
card?
Yeah. Like if it were sorcery or something, it definitely would fit. Even though they're so very close, just the particular style was so soft.
I think it's because he's such a known figure in the anime world.
Really, I never heard of the guy.
Yeah. I don't
Not
know
that that
exactly
means
what he
anything.
did. Did he do Naruto? I don't know.
Oh, maybe that's why I hate that show. God,
Who are we talking about?
Yoshitaka
Yoshitaka
Amano.
Amano.
I like tacos.
Oh, dude, I like tacos a lot more than what this guy's done.
But I
list of
really do
work,
like the
animation.
Narset, the alternate Narset that he did in the War of the Spark.
Oh, he's like old school.
Yeah.
Like his first listed animation work is 1972. So
yeah, like I said, he's like a kind of powerhouse figure in the anime world.
none of these are entertaining. Like looking at all of the stuff he's done, none of them are things that I like ever wanted to watch. Yeah. Okay. Now this like all tracks. Like I've always not cared about his artwork. So I'm glad that it sticks through.
But I mean, it was a thing that many have chased. Now I'll show you the one that I absolutely love. I even got the playmat of this. I'll go ahead and share this image with y'all.
Share it up.
Let me just click on the right one. There we go. Hopefully it comes through because I'm so good at the YouTube thing. But not that I really like.
My only problem with that is I like that as a playback.
That it's Narset.
Solid. Yeah, like that's a well drawn card. The issue I have with this is that it's Narset. Yeah, this is half of Narset wheels.
Well, I mean, I'm talking about just the art itself.
Oh yeah. In that case, thumbs up.
Yeah. For that.
Yeah, I like anime art. Like I like Grand Archive. Grand Archive is basically all of this.
But this doesn't look it looks like a completely different style, to be fair, than the let me see if I can pull up the Liliana.
It looks like the chippiness of like foundations.
Like in all honesty, it doesn't look like I'll try to pull this up. I've got one open a new tab, get it in the little. What?
He's wide up, pull up. Get some
wide up, y'all. Wide up for what?
That's a Jake from Jake and Joel thing. He misspoke on one of his stop it. Why am I? I'm struggle busting, guys. I'm an old guy. Share screen. You guys are so much better at doing this. Now, that last card, I don't think looks anywhere even close to similar to this artwork, right?
No, this looks like it's drawn by someone in an insane asylum that like just had to make their like crayons do real good.
Well, it looks like pencil art, like like color pencils.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
I'm just saying it looks like an entirely different style done by an entirely different person from that Narset card. But this is the artwork. Huh?
You can tell in the face, it's very similar.
What?
If you look at the face of the two cards that you're comparing, the face style is very similar.
Really? You think that that's similar? Do I have that other one?
So what I'm seeing here, like in my head, is having messed around with Chat GPT so much is like if I took a picture of a person,
you think that looks similar to this?
Yeah, I can see it though, like the shape of the face and whatnot.
Yeah, the art style is very similar. Or the art, you can tell when artists have their own kind of style.
Yeah. So like I would say, I think it's you take a picture of somebody and then you tell ChatGPT make this kind of chibi anime style, and you get this version. And then you say, imagine this was done on construction paper with crayons by someone in an insane asylum, and it gives you that other.
I'm not sure if Mr. Amano would be very.
I don't give a shit what he likes. Come on here and hate me for it. Like I will debate him on art. I have no problem. It's an opinion-based thing.
So yeah, I have been enjoying the crap out of playing that private World of Warcraft server. Unfortunately, it is really intended to be a solo experience, and I'm trying to at least do some content to kind of provide I don't want to say necessarily starter guide per se, but here's an easy-ish way over X amount of time to get to the end game, to do your own thing. And that's the purpose of what I've been doing in the mornings, because I've been playing on this server for like 2 to 3 weeks now. And so I'm walking through getting up to the starter raid, which is really kind of where you start, getting your character truly geared up for.
He's been playing for weeks and he's like, I'm about to start.
Well, I mean, and that's what it is. I've been playing for 12, 13 hours now, and I'm up to level 75, and it's almost ready to start raiding probably in the next 2 days. So keep tuning in at 9 a.m. For that. And if you want to watch the whole series from the beginning, just in the background, maybe while you're working, wrapping gifts or whatever, feel free to do that and leave comments. One person said, "Hey, you're always at full health. What fun is there in that?" And well, first off, I'm not always at full health.
Nah, I watch you died at least once.
What I have watched was only like, I think, maybe a half hour of one of the days, and I think you were running through one of the dungeons, and your health was just constantly being spam healed by something. I have no idea what it was, but you were
because when you do damage, it heals you. Like as you do damage, that damage heals you in a dungeon.
Why?
Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to do it. You'd just be dead.
What? As a paladin, I used to be able to solo dungeons all the time. You just have to be overleveled.
Well, I mean, they want you to be able to solo dungeons with any classes: mages, warlocks, priests. God help you.
Good luck.
What up, though, Coach?
No, but that's what it does. The more damage you do, the more you get healed. But
you're still dipping coin. Don't forget, you gotta change it over to Toby the robot. Oh yeah, did we make a whole bunch of money buying this spammer?
Dipping coins?
Did we buy some Toby coins just as a meme?
Oh, what is Toby's price today? Am I a bajillionaire? Nope. No, I think you screwed us, Bob. Ah, man.
Yeah?
I'm just screwing around. I, of course, didn't buy any of that shit.
Is it up or down?
Being, at least. Like, I appreciated that. That's why I entertained it for so long. It was a human being trying to screw me instead of just like a Russian bot.
Well,
yeah. Cheers to the scammers. Yeah. Great to see you around again, Richie.
We're giving this scammer life. So, Matt,
what's up?
Does I understand? Pat, didn't you just say that the season for PoE?
Path of Exile 2, the new season, something, the word Vol with
the
2
Last
8.
of the Druid.
Yeah, sure.
If you're talking about Path of Exile 2, it has nothing to do with Ball or Diablo. That's Diablo 4.
No, VAAL. Like that's
Vol. Yeah.
It's this accent.
You've elaborated on the story of the Vol. The Vol is basically this old tribe that is really happy with like sacrifice of things and like experimenting. So that's why there's the Vol orb where you can like Vol an item and it could get better or it could just die. Like it could literally just get deleted.
I gotta say, so far I've enjoyed it. I got to do one temple run, which is so as you go around in each zone, every once in a while, you'll find like a ritual area. You click on it and you kill a couple waves of monsters, and it gives you like one charge. And then you can eventually find these other type of ritual areas where you can like put those charges in. Once you've gotten to 6, you go to this temple area, and it's kind of like a randomly generated layout for a map. And I was able to, it was so incomplete, not the concept, the layout I had, because it's RNG'd. I only had a couple of rooms I was able to clear out. And I had a rare item equipped, and in each of the two like good rooms, you could add another line onto a rare item.
Do another line.
Yeah. Oh man, this thing was tricked out.
Yeah, they're trying to they're almost trying to tutorialize crafting in PoE with this temple. You know, like it'll just like give you an exalted orb where you can add an item or add a suffix or I should add an affix to an item. You can make a regal. You can do a regal. Basically, any of the crafting options that you normally could do, there are that ability to do so within the temple. So far, it's okay. The temple, it's not necessarily RNG. The way that they typically do these leagues is when you're lower level, you don't really. It's not intended for you to complete the temple. It's like you're never going to be able to do the architect from the get go. They want you to get higher level, and they want you to fail, and they want you to have a building experience where as you get higher level, you kind of feel just like a progression of character. They want you to progress in this.
Oh, that's understandable. I see what you're saying. Yeah, so because I was doing it when I was like level 11 or whatever, there was only a very small portion. There was approximately 11% of it that was.
Eventually, you'll be you fill out the entire room, and then when you do your temple, it's going to be crazy.
Yeah, oh, that's going to be fun. Ooh. Coach's Magic asking, any big MTG topics for the day? Well, I'll be honest, guys. I had one I wanted to talk to you guys about. Bob, I think your background kind of themes it well with the holiday seasons upon us already. Are there any big MTG themed or trading card stuff that you're doing for the holidays? You know,
other than I did take advantage of that 104. My daughter's not listening. So she has recently gotten into Magic more because her friends are now starting to get into Magic, and
your pressure pays off.
Yeah, and so she's been more interested in learning Commander raids to teach her friends how to play. Nice. As such, she didn't have any real decks of her own, and I bought the deck set of Bloomborough for 114 shipped. All 4 decks, good. So I'm gonna wrap them in 4 separate packages to spread out, and 4 different shaped packages too, so she can't guess what they are under the tree.
Ooh,
but the bigger topic would, I guess, have to be this week. You had the preview. Is that what they call that for the Marvel superheroes?
They did another panel, like another MTG show. I kind of just hate seeing Blake Rasmussen at this point because he drip feeding us. I want one really intense week like it was when I got back into Magic years ago.
Well, I don't think it's him. I don't think it's his choice to do that.
Oh, God, no. He barely gets to choose what pants to put on, much less what content comes out when.
I have not heard that, Coach, that women are now the majority in video games for the first time with 52% playing. But,
if you consider Candy Crush a video game, then I could believe some of these statistics. Like mobile gaming is huge, and I think that's where I've experienced most female gamers.
I don't know. Sherry is definitely the far more dedicated video gamer in the house.
But Bob, you can agree with me on this. Sherry is not your average woman. She's definitely 1 in a million.
I agree with that. I mean, that's why I don't know why else I would be with a woman unless she was pretty spectacular. But no, she is more dedicated. My daughter is more dedicated than I am. So that's 2 out of the 3 people in the house. I play a fair amount of video games, but I think that it's more acceptable now for women to be video gamers, even in amongst the social circles of just women in general.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, most recently Dispatch, a huge ripple in the video game, and that's a giant crossover in between other media, and I think that's drawing a lot of folks in. Games like that, like Detroit Become Human. I think that some of these very narrative, role-playing and or story-driven games are a great avenue for people in general to get into a different type of gaming. I've got to say, I really enjoyed that aspect, and I think that could draw a lot of folks in. I mean, you've got award-winning actors from Breaking Bad with Aaron Paul as some of the lead voices. I think it's really impressive. And along with that, it can definitely draw in a very wider audience. And I think that's probably what we're seeing with a lot of it, along with mobile gaming. Cannot discount that.
But I mean, it doesn't surprise me much. It just took them a while to catch up to that. Video gaming is a cool thing to do.
Animal
so
Crossing.
It doesn't surprise me that they get there. At any rate,
I was just thinking, Stardew Valley, you can play those on a Tesla. So I wonder if that's part of this.
You can play Stardew Valley on a Tesla. I'm not even sure.
Play a lot of games on a Tesla.
Yeah, for real.
That's fucking scary. Why are you playing games while you're driving?
You do it when you're parked.
Well, because it's driving. You're not driving.
Wow.
You can only do it when you're parked.
Yeah, I know. Well, there's ways to.
Yeah, of course there are ways around it. They got all sorts of like software hacks for blah blah blah. But
ideally, it's designed to not allow you to do
that. It's one thing though. Like if I download a mod for a video game, it can crash my game, right? That's pretty standard. We've all done stuff like that. Where a video game, bro, right? Like I download something onto a USB stick and jam in my car and then get going 90 on the highway. This is not where I want stuff to go wrong.
Well, and you certainly don't want to be like, raging, game raging while you're road raging. That would be pretty bad.
I got Xbox controller in my hand and I'm just yelling.
I think that could lead to some kind of general just badness.
There was a guy that I was watching. He was getting pulled over by the cops because he was literally dead asleep while he was being driven to work, and he was on the freeway. And the cop pulled up next to him and took a video of him literally asleep at the wheel.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Then he eventually pulled him over, waking him up to pull him over. And then he was like, "I wasn't sleeping." It's like, "Nah, dude, you got caught." And apparently, he had this done. I think he had gotten pulled over 5 times for this exact same thing. It's like, how do you not learn?
Oh, I love that. Playing arena, doing 80 on the freeway with a jailbroken Tesla. Yeah,
pretty much. So I have pulled up here, and boy, just all right, we'll jump right to it. That Horn of Greed, guys. That looks just inappropriate. It looks like he yanked somebody's sphincter out and is tooting on it.
I'm a huge fan of the onomatopoeia they have there. The toot. That is toot.
Like they said, that's a meme.
I mean, it looks like he's on the back end of a sphincter.
Wow. Right? It looks inappropriate in any case. Welcome, Dual Brain. And Coach, I agree with you. We could put that comment up there. That there's only so much air to breathe in a room. Or as Pat says it, there's only so much fun that can be had at a table. And it's going to be the same thing when it comes to I didn't mean looks like a weird ween. But
the high guys?
Coach says was thinking MTG can only have so many successful products in a year. Sometimes a good set will underperform just with timing, previous good sets, FOMO. I absolutely agree with that. And who I blame for that is WotC. Certainly never let them sell wine because they have no idea how to let things decant and age properly and present properly. Yeah, like rush as much of it as we can get out the door as possible. But poor Heroic. So I'm just you guys can chime in at any point you want besides the flesh toot Horn of Green. Agreed. The Heroic Intervention, what do they have against Heroic Intervention? It's going to be a 50-cent card. I mean, how many reprints does it need?
This is all a secret lair, I'm assuming.
More. No, this is the Marvel. This is the bonus sheet.
These are like the special guest cards.
Yeah, the Marvel superheroes coming out in June.
See, I kind of wish they chose a style because, like, this Chaos Warp, I think that looks incredible.
I
Like
think
the
that's
definition of the
from a
pieces.
comic, actually.
I want to
Yeah,
know
I
why
think
we're
that-
looking at this when like Lorwyn spoilers are out.
Well, because
Not we as in like the channel, we as in like the community at whole.
Well,
Why is Watson
honestly,
spoiling any of this crap?
you and I already went through the spoilers last week or the week before, and they haven't
No,
released
there's been more
anything else.
since then.
Just one. No, I have it up.
I saw an elf that was out that we didn't talk about.
We'll go over that in just a second. There aren't that many here.
Yeah, it looks like we're
this is a
10%
weird
already.
sort of, I don't know what you would call that looking
It
Hulk.
looks real soft. It also looks like on his left side that he has like a pustule that's like popping.
You mean on his right side there,
like
or
a
on the
real
left side
bad
of the card?
Ugh.
His face looks wrong.
It's more Frankenstein than Hulk.
Constipated.
I don't
Taking a
like
big
this Art Deco style artwork for Elektra.
It looks like a sticker.
I'm not a huge fan of whatever art that is.
I do like these merfolks. I think that like these look great. The very thick black outlining, the darkness of those, solid.
And that's a reprint that hasn't been around in a while, but I'm not going to say that there are too many people that I know of that have been screaming, we need a reprint of Lord of Atlantis.
Besides the professor, I agree with you.
Well, no, Nikachu. Nikachu is a merfolk player.
Yeah, shout out, man. I hope he's doing well. Dig through time. What the? This is where it's starting to look stupid. Are these scene cards?
Kang or the Ephemerate?
Like, are these part of a scene card thing? Just the background on those look like if you had some of those.
This is all like the bonus sheet up to this point.
Ephemerate looks good.
So I actually kind of like this Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. People are like, who the hell is Moon Girl? I don't know and don't really care. And I agree with you, Coach. Their reprint mechanisms are terrible. Like, why do you have to have some good cards being 50 cent? Like, look, Heroic Intervention is a fantastic card.
Mm-hmm.
Pure and simple, but my God, if you had copies of, if you bought that in recent years, and I'm just talking like in the last 2-3 years, before in the last
I
2-3
watched
years,
it go from like a $25 card to go to a $2 or $5 card.
Well, it's going to be like $1 after this set comes out because there's 3 copies, 3 different versions of. It's like, why? Why do you have to crush a card?
Thunderbolt's conspiracy.
I won't say that the set feels overpowered, but that's kind of cool that's it's a 2/2 for 3 Moon Girl that can turn into a 6/6 when you draw your second card each turn. So like if you're just playing with like Sensei's Divining Top, it's like an automatic 6/6 every turn.
And it's in Simic, so it's not like that's a
difficult thing to manage getting 2 cards each turn. No.
Namor the Submariner. Okay, whenever you cast a non-creature spell with 1 or more blue symbols, can you scroll down just a hair, Bob?
No.
Okie dokes. They create that many 1/1 blue merfolk creature. Oh, that's interesting.
No, it's not that guy. But merfolk apparently are a thing.
Yeah, it seems like merfolk's getting a whole lot of support in this.
Oh yeah, Lorwyn. Is this a Lorwyn or is this the Marvel still?
This is
Marvel. These are Marvel. Yeah,
Marvel.
MSM.
Maybe because the
World
Lord
War Hulk.
We gotta put merfolk in there.
I'm being disagreeable. I'm not sure about what.
Everything.
Okay.
I don't know.
Its power and toughness, and it gains trample. Okay, that's not bad. But for 5, World War Hulk, like, get out of here with that shit.
That's not the kind of silly one that people have been going crazy for, which also made another card.
Whoa, where's the rest of Extinction Event? My God, looks like they just stopped making that card. They just
why they didn't move this text down like a half an inch doesn't make any sense to me.
Like instead of borderless, it's a bottomless card.
No pantalones, but I think that one is probably my favorite, just in a flavor sense. If you look at the just Extinction Event, the Thanos snapping and half of the creatures. I think that's right on point, to be quite frank.
Choose out or even. Oh,
That's a
that's like what
major
he does in the
flavor, dude.
movies, right?
What's that?
That's what he does in the movies, right? He like gets rid
Yeah,
of
he
half.
gets rid of half of the universe with the snap of
I
his
never
finger.
watched all them. It seemed like too much work.
That's what the Infinity Gauntlet is all about.
So I am kind of digging these. The Thing, Human Torch, like that mini set that they're doing within it,
What do you
because
think
they're
about the
four-color
comic book
creatures.
cover art?
I thought that's what you were talking about when you really liked it, and I was just keeping my mouth shut, trying not to giggle because of the crotch. And I was like, no. Then you said Extinction Event, and I was way more happy.
I mean, I don't really dig the art, but of this guy, but I
Oh,
like
the symbols
the
in the top left. That's where his casting cost is on the Submariner. It's like that's a pain in the ass to me. Like that's a very
why they couldn't have done that over
card.
here, I don't know.
Yeah.
But you have
so
all
these,
four of the Fantastic Four.
What's interesting is none of them have black in their color pie.
Yeah,
Like,
they are not Wooburg.
Nope.
They are Wurg.
Yeah, and honestly, like it's very clear that Invisible Woman is terrible. You suck, lady.
Who? Invisible Woman?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Just her like special thing. Whenever she attacks, you can pay 4. When you do, one of those creatures gets 1/0 for each creature you control, and it can't be blocked. So it's kind of just like, nah.
Yeah, I wasn't impressed by Red Invisible Woman. She seems pretty bad.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, also she creates extra bodies. Just that's not terrible.
Although, if you read it really, she's the only one that you don't have to tap to do it. So for some crazy reason, if you're able to create infinite of those 4 color, you can really
you don't have to tap the thing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Whereas with
you do tap
Mr. Stretchy, Senor Fantastique, you do have to tap him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not particularly in love with any of these 4 cards. I think they're all just like the comic, kind of weak.
Well, so like that's the thing. If they made the Invisible Woman hot, like Tifa looking stuff, then it definitely would have made me a bit more enticed. But right now, I'm just looking at the thing smashing a dude right in his chest. That seems fun. You can pay some stuff, double the number of counters on it. That could be more fun. Like you can do more things by doubling counters.
Well, dude, just casting like Snakeskin Veil or something on him, or just giant growth.
Well, I've always. Hey, have a good one time. Hey, maybe we catch up tomorrow, gain some levels, right? But with doubling counters, I get a kick out of like Divinity and like some of those other more esoteric type of counters instead of just 1/1s.
I think you're ignoring his first ability. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you cast a non-creature spell, meaning like giant growth, so give him +3, for 1 green. Put 4 +1/+1 counters on him. He's already got trample built in. So just by casting giant growth each turn, you're giving him +7/+7. That's not terrible.
I think that might be a deck I want to make, just because that seems easy entry. You can kind of do whatever you want with it too.
Well, you can't cast black spells if he's your commander.
Which, I mean, it's like I said, you can do whatever you want, and I don't want. Yeah. I think black players are gross.
Wow. You heard it here. But so nothing has like knocked my socks off with it. I if I was going to pick, here's like the black Kenrith, I guess you could say.
Damn, they're doing it again. It's like Lord of the Rings 2.0.
Well, it's not actually Kenrith, but
no, come on. I thought whatever. Yeah, Super Scroll doing what Scroll do.
I don't know who Scroll is.
Super Scroll.
Yeah.
I don't know who Super Scroll is.
It's old school. It's like yeah. He can be pretty much anything he wants to. It's like an evil version of like Metamorpho, where he can change like different parts of his body, except he can gain
I don't know who Metamorpho is.
Powers. So he's got like right there, he's using the Thing's arm. He's got Mr. Fantastic's arm as well. And then he's on fire, right? And then he's using Invisible Woman's shield. So he's like able to take people's powers and use them.
I think they really did Dr. Doom pretty dirty. Like a 3/3 for 6. When he enters, create 2 3/3 colorless robot villains. So technically, it would be, 9 power on the board for 6, but it's split across 3 creatures, which I think is honestly a little bit weaker.
He gets indestructible as long as those are out there.
As long as you control an artifact creature or a plan. Whatever. What is a plan?
I think it's unreleased as of yet. I haven't seen these.
So that'll be a new thing coming. And at the beginning of your end step, you draw a card and lose 1 life.
At least I like that though. It's beginning of end step. So you get the payoff. One of the things I dislike so much about Magic the Gathering, like cards, the way a lot of them have been created, is if you don't get the payoff instantly, you have to wait for your next turn. It's super rare that it's at the beginning of your end step from the first time you play it. So like that's nice.
And I wonder if people are going to go through the pain to remove him, because he's not that big a threat himself. He doesn't have great protection. He is situationally indestructible for 6. They should have just made him indestructible, period.
Yeah, right.
And in all honesty, they probably should have made him for 6 in today's world as a mythic. He should have been kicking out those robot villains like every turn. But
that's what it should have been. At the beginning of every end step, draw a card, lose a life, and create one of those things.
Right, like it's very underwhelming, to be quite frank. I want to attend to some of the comments here. Coach asked, I did not get any Chocobo bundles. He asked if any of us got a Chocobo bundle or if we're interested in buying the singles for that product. Not particularly. It kind of priced me out to the point where I just wasn't interested. Same thing with the scene boxes. I would have been interested in the scene boxes if they were much closer to the prices of the other scene boxes in the other sets. Like if it was $100 for the Final Fantasy scene boxes, like it is for, was for Lord of the Rings, was around that $100 mark. I think I got those. I got the Spider-Man ones at like 30. It rapidly got out of reach for me, and the same thing with the Chocobo bundle. And I am not interested. And thank you so much. I know that you had offered to sell me a Chocobo bundle at cost, Coach. That was very nice of you. Wow, you pick up 2 of the Chocobo bundles at Kroger for $99.
Yeah, I know. Kroger's a real store. People actually shop there. I thought it was like a made-up thing on the internet.
No, we have Kroger's in Ohio. I just don't know where.
It's like hearing someone go. I went to Piggly Wiggly earlier. It's like, what the
Piggly Wiggly is a real store.
I don't know what a plan is, by the way. TCG dude, that we were discussing that it must be a yet to heretofore unmentioned
no, he said, what is a plane? Plane is one of the basic land types.
I don't think that's what he meant.
So with the cool symbol. It looks like the Godsmack symbol from like the early 2000s, if you remember that band.
Is Coach, are you, I know you had said that you had bought, sorry to spoil it for you, some of the Chocobo bundles. Are you chasing something specifically in the Chocobo bundles yourself? I'm not interested in things at super high price points. Like I don't mind getting things at MSRP. Like even though I feel that MSRP is a bit spicy at this point for a lot of things, I generally want to get things under MSRP if I can. And I'm not very interested in almost anything that's over MSRP, and I really don't chase singles at this point. If I want any of those singles at those prices, hell no, I'm just proxying it. I don't need it for a collection at this point. I'm not chasing. I don't want to chase already high-priced collection items that have a lot of risk to dropping. It just makes you kind of feel bad when you look at it in your collection that it bottomed out. It doesn't feel good. Giving one to your brother for Christmas, that's awful nice of you.
It is nice.
So moving on with more of this, there's not a lot of them. I thought this card was way better until I really read what it was. I was like,
the Sentry
broken.
It's got words.
But Baron Helmet Zemo, I had no idea who that is.
Me neither.
He's almost better than Doom. At least he's a 3/3 for 3. Whenever you cast a black spell from your hand, Baron Helmet Zero connives Boast, which isn't that an attack trigger? Exile any number of black
after.
Well, it's as soon as you declare them as an attacker. Like they can die.
Counters, I think.
What's that?
I think it has something to do with 1 with counters. I don't know. I've never
Boast. No, Boast. It activate this ability only if this creature attacked this turn and only once each turn, but you could do it as an instant as soon as you declared him as an attacker. Exile any number of black cards from your graveyard with 15 or more black mana symbols amongst their mana cost. Copy those exiled cards. You may cast up to 3 of those copies without paying their mana cost.
That could be good.
Could be, but I'd imagine that if it's during combat, you can't cast a sorcery or a creature at that point. It has to wait. I don't know how that would work.
Me neither, which is good thing I don't play black.
Quicksilver at least has haste. That's a flavor win there.
Thank God.
I mean, Baron could be interesting, but you have to give it some kind of evasion or I mean, there are going to be probably times where you can get in. Like it's a 3/3, like it's going to be hard to get in without him dying because you can't boast if he's there. You can't use his other ability if he's dead.
Yeah, and it has to be that creature too.
Yeah, so it has to be him that attacks. So you have to find some way to give him evasion. But that ability is pretty insane, and I like that he has built-in connive. I want to do a connive build, but it'll probably be the schemer. What is it called?
Well, you think of that. Coach says he usually keeps 1 sealed and 1 open with his specialty style bundles. That's most of his engagement with Magic the Gathering. Just kind of like
most of mine sealed. But yeah, I agree with you. Like I generally, when I buy boxes with Matt, I'll rip one for me to kind of have extra cards in my collection. I'll maybe rip one for the break a box Commander Raids thing, and then I'll keep 1 sealed. And it's just like to have 1 sealed in my collection. I like having sealed stuff to look at. I just like looking at it.
Speaking of things we like looking at, could you keep scrolling for me?
I can, but so this is a flip card.
Oh, Rafine is the guy I was trying to think of, by the way.
So I read this one and it really, I was like, holy shit, that's good. Until I realized target opponent gets the 5/5.
Yeah. And it's not each attacks each combat if able, but not you. So it can attack you. That's kind of just annoying.
And it also has indestructible.
Yup.
Well, yeah, so but this guy can block it.
Yeah, they're made to fight each other. It's like the whole.
But then what's the point of having this guy?
You hit other people.
I was also hoping to get a pizza bundle, but that's mostly just because I've been craving some pizza.
I really don't want the pizza.
I've been making my own homemade pizzas. Holy crap. Like I'm talking like make the dough, everything. Ferment the dough 2 days with the yeast. It is the best pizza I've ever had. It is so good.
You blaspheme Jets like that?
Jets is really good. I will say it's the best. I guess it's the best circle pizza I've ever had because Jets does have like its own uniqueness to it.
I like it. It's the best circle pizza I've ever had.
Well, there's the circle pizza, then there's the deep dish pan pizza, and I probably could make that style, but I would need to buy a deep dish pan pizza.
Yeah. What is the backside? Yeah, show me the incredible.
So this is the one that's caused the big stir, especially with the Caltrops card that has made it now spike to like $35 from like $1.
Like $18, yeah.
Oh my god, you could just like over and over and over do it. Ugh.
Yeah, but I mean you're going to do a point of damage to him each time.
Well, at least. But it's infinite.
Yeah.
Every time you attack, he gets pinged for damage, and then he gets a counter, and then he untaps. There's another combat phase. So Caltrops will make it infinite. Every time he attacks, you just have infinite combat.
And there's definitely more than a few cards in green where it's like at the beginning of your combat, double their power and toughness until end of turn. You know, if you can do stuff like that.
You'd have to give him like the hexproof and indestructible, like was it Tameo safekeeping?
Why?
Well, you don't think somebody's just gonna freaking nuke his face off?
There are plenty of times where people don't have removal that you're like, all right, well, go ahead.
So, also like any death toucher blocking him will kill him. So, it's not terrible.
I guarantee you, this wins more games than it loses by a mile.
You're gonna have to have that Caltrop come out.
It's quite good, especially when one's in the command zone.
But I mean, it's not terrible. I didn't say it was terrible. I just said, you know, it's not that. I'm not that crazy for it. It's expensive to get out. It's one to get out there, but it's expensive to get transformed. 6, right? And you can only do it as a sorcery. Blah blah blah. But I think it's decent. Captain America, I don't know. It's very underwhelming. What do you guys think?
The shield thing. Yeah. If it were indestructible and hexproof, that would make me groan a little bit less. But yeah, no, this feels like it's a starter product, like a foundation level power.
So I'm not that. Now this one, I don't know why it's such a, what do they call that? A Johnny? Is it Johnny's? This is Johnny card? Big splashy things.
I mean, it takes 4 turns to pop off. So I mean,
well, I mean, unless you
definitely something.
Unless you read ahead.
Sure.
And what are the ones that make you read ahead?
It doesn't have read ahead.
It doesn't have read ahead, but doesn't was it Tom Bombadil gives all your cards read ahead?
Oh, I don't know.
Is that what that Tom Bombadil did?
I've never made a saga deck. I actually have wanted to. There's a couple decks that I'm like right on the edge.
And then you have like the power converter, I think is what it's called. Lets you remove tokens or counters.
Oh, I figured out. I was looking up those cards. With that Hulk combo, if you have that Zopendrill, Hunger, Dominus, at the beginning of each combat, double power and toughness of each creature you control until end of turn, or Unnatural Growth at the beginning of each combat, double power and toughness. So like you could very easily just go nuts with that Hulk.
Yeah.
The deck built around it is like building around him as the actual deck center point. He will be a very strong deck.
Absolutely, yeah.
I think if you can get this token out there, and honestly, Chapter 1 is not exactly a nothing ability.
In an actual saga deck, it'll be fine. But I wouldn't play this in a normal Golgari deck. Like just for what it does. It's nothing crazy. Like you'd have to have some way to manipulate the counters or some way to, because I think you can proliferate, which will push it forward.
No, proliferate would add more counters.
More counters.
Yeah, if you wanted to get to the 16/16 faster.
Yeah.
You can't because they're legendary.
No, to the
saga,
you don't put a counter, or do you add a counter?
Yeah, you do. You add a
lore counter. You can proliferate these counters. So what I'm saying is if you wanted the 16/16 fastest or 16/16 fastest, read ahead or proliferate would be the only 2 options that I can think of. I guess power conduit counters would work as well.
Power conduit moves counters around.
Yeah, moving counters onto it.
The two chapters in the middle are what make this really kind of wah.
Yeah, border shit.
Well, what they should be is like each opponent loses 1 life, draw 1 card, right? Like that would make this thing much more mythic, in my opinion, to where every chapter is really useful. But each opponent losing 2 life for a turn. Whoop-de-doo. Yeah, that's such a nothing burger.
Nothing crazy.
But I mean, obviously you want to get to that 16/16 black elder alien creature token with flying, trample, and whenever it attacks, destroy a target land. Like it's a fun Johnny card, in my opinion. I think it's good. I like it. It's
I hope
not
there's
bad.
an actual token for it, and you don't just have to like make it.
No, it's gonna be the next banana token.
The next banana token for real, though.
Like God.
Or it's gonna be like $12.
Watch them have like a secret lair just for like tokens that they have never made.
Well, you kind of did that though. With the Commander Collection, the black one. One of the like 4 cards in that thing, it was a snake token, and it was the first time they had made one, and it was like $10.
Well, what I'm saying is they just have a whole secret lair that's nothing but lost
just
tokens.
A bunch of tokens. Yeah, but they're going to screw you just like they do with the lands ones, where they're going to be cool looking, but you only get 5.
Oh yeah,
$6 a piece.
No, they'll give you 10, 2 of each.
Oh yeah, bud.
But
I gotta watch
kind of the big Magic news for the week for me, Coach. I'll say this. I am much happier with the Marvel superheroes reveal compared to what Spider-Man did. I do not feel the same way of like, oh, I didn't just eat something sour, when they revealed it. I was like, there's some stuff in there. I like some of it. Some of it's meh, but realize it is a standard set, guys. I don't like the fact that every set is now standard. I think that's actually
I think that was a big mistake.
I would rather them, have kept like the Lord of the Rings appeal, where Universes Beyond go straight to modern. Sorry, standard, you're effed. You get the in-universe stuff, put good stuff in there for standard, make sets where you can print stronger cards direct to modern, direct to, historic and legacy, where like I think they're going to just make a whole bunch of new cards that don't inject life into, they're just not going to be powerful enough for the historic and timeless and other formats. Like I think it's a bad thing. Huh?
I don't think that. They've made plenty of strong cards.
What from standard is going to make it into historic and all that this year?
I mean, I don't know standard enough. I'd have to look at a list of cards. I'm sure there are plenty.
All right. I got to step away for just a minute, guys.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I'm not much of a standard player either, so I couldn't quite really answer that. But I guess that's one of the things that I wouldn't be concerned, except for Bob makes an incredibly good point about how they design power levels and where it gets released. Pardon. So I think same kind of deal is I don't want to be underwhelmed with a set, but I kind of do want more powerful sets all the time. What can I say? I feel like a Yu-Gi-Oh player. I want power creep, baby.
I want power creep as long as it's in a fun way. Like there are some cards I'm just like, what? I don't want to play against that. And it's very powerful, but I don't want to play against it.
Yeah, and then other times it's just, oh, hey, cool, another Spider-Man. There's no originality in this set. Oh, it's also
sometimes
not
just
strong.
Like, remove a mana symbol from a card. It's like, well, that's more powerful because it's cheaper. Cheaper doesn't always equate to power level, but it definitely can.
Mm-hmm.
It was funny. My play group. One of the players from my play group. He had mentioned. He's like, hey. He's like, can we like add more powerful cards back to our deck? Because we had like powered down because one of the players was not enjoying it as much with the power level that we were at. So then like we like went like kind of on the I guess we overshot on the level of removing powerful cards.
Right.
I do agree. I felt like there are some nights of Magic where I'm like, did I play Magic? Like I felt like I was doing nothing the entire night. It felt terrible.
Ugh.
So I think there has to be a middle ground for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm on board with increasing the power level of my decks a little bit more.
It's nice to, fluctuate, play those different power levels as well,
Sometimes I'm okay with doing the meme thing, and but there are times where I'm just like, I want to like do more than one thing a turn.
Oh my god, yeah. When
If
we
I'm
play
just like
Commander
sitting there
Raids
fucking
and it's
doing
like you
nothing
can
and
only
casting a
draw
spell
one.
and passing my turn, it feels like I've done nothing the entire night.
Yup. Yeah. When we roll that in Commander Raids, draw one, play one, it's just terrible. It's boring. And then we get kicked around.
It does.
So are you going to be
simulate
taking part in
sometimes.
the Path of Exile League or doing anything with the new Druid class? Is that going to entice you back in?
Don't say Druid class. Well, I guess it is technically a Druid class.
It
I'm
says
salty
Druid, right?
that the Druid, that anybody can shapeshift. It makes the Druid, it's like, what's the point? Like, there's no identity to the character. I understand that, like, Path of Exile, that is like what they love to do. They love to like give people the creativity or creativeness avenues of being able to be like, anybody can shapeshift, and it like opens up a ton of different avenues. But like when you bring an iconic class like a Druid in, and anybody can shapeshift now, it's kind of like, well, why would I play a Druid when I can play an Invoker, and the Invoker is going to be better at shapeshifting than the Druid is? Why would I play the Druid? I don't know. But I also kind of understand that they're like, but if we made it so that only the Druid could shapeshift, then it's boring because like everybody, there's nothing to solve. Everybody can just do it. And I'm like, okay, yeah, that is an interesting thing. Maybe Druid should be slightly better or have some kind of speciality, a special form maybe, because currently everybody has access to every form, and I don't like that. I would prefer Druid have their own, like, maybe they have their own specialty, their own special form or something extra.
Well, I also heard you mention that that Diablo 4 has not only announced but like Ninja released the Paladin class.
Nowhere.
But what I heard is that they have put that behind a $40 paywall. I think that's what TCG dude might have said.
Yeah, you have to pre-order the Lord of Hatred in April that's coming out. You have to pre-order it in order to unlock the class.
That's already been my problem with freaking Diablo 4 so far. Like, I paid the $100 very disappointingly. To get the early access, the beta. And
I see nothing wrong with it, only because you don't only get the Lord of Hatred, you get like every expansion that's been released so far. So it's not so bad because of that reason.
I still have, I'm just so not interested in Diablo 4. Like, I don't know why. I'm just so ambivalent. Like, they lost me, and I don't feel like coming back.
It's okay. It's a game that like you can only really play for like a day or two. It really does have like a very low amount of replay value, which is a little sad.
I've got to say, like, in the little few hours I played of it, maybe 6 to 10 hours of Diablo 4 I've played, every other current ARPG seems like a better option. Like,
I'll be honest, I'd rather play PoE 2 than Diablo 4 if I'm going to play an ARPG. Honestly, I'm going to play probably Diablo 2, which I hear they also are adding additional stash tabs.
Yeah.
So funny to say that. Like, I'd rather play Last Epoch than Diablo 4. I'd rather play Path of Exile 2. I'd rather play Path of Exile 1. I'd rather play Diablo 2 instead of Diablo 4. Like, that's saying...
It goes Path of Exile 1, Path of Exile 2, Diablo 2, then maybe Last Epoch, then Diablo 4 is kind of how, like, and then all the other like little mini ones that like nobody talks about, like Hell Clock is kind of an action RPG.
That's tough, man.
I just
like, there's just nothing.
Oh, Torchlight. Torchlight's in there somewhere.
I tried Torchlight a little bit, but it just there was nothing to attract me to it over playing Diablo 2.
I liked the first Torchlight. I played that a lot when it came out 15 years ago or whatever. That was really entertaining, but I never got into Torchlight Infinite. It looked too mobile game. Like,
it basically is.
took away some of the it dumbed down and way down. That's what it feels like.
My biggest problem is there is nothing distinctive. It's about as vanilla as you get, in my opinion. It's like just mush all of the ARPGs together, and that's Diablo 4.
And the customization of Path of Exile too, the way they've got the runes or whatever. So, hey, I wanted to get 35% more area of effect size on this one, but then I took it and slammed it in something else, and now it's just like, oh, I can just do more lightning. Very, very fun, very in depth, and it stands out so much more compared to
I
Diablo
know what
4.
would draw me back into Diablo 4, and
if they added runes, if they actually added rune words,
but then why not just do the game that has the original rune words? It is not adding rune words. It is a hot take. It would be very controversial, and you're going to have to become a member and subscribe to hear what I think about that, because that's that's coming up here in the next couple minutes. We're so good at the YouTube thing, folks. If you have not done so already, please make sure to like and subscribe. And for $1 a month, you get extra content after every show. We do at least 30 minutes to an hour after every show of additional bonus content, kind of more gloves off, less politically correct content for the members. Oftentimes we'll do play sessions of commander raids or box break builds, that kind of stuff, all for the members first. So if you want to hear what my hot take on making Diablo 4 attractive to me, and maybe it would be to you as well, you're going to have to wait. That's right. I'm going to put that behind a $1 paywall on you all.
I'm going to tell you my guess.
It's like Diablo 4.
What's that?
Just like Diablo 4, behind a paywall.
Yeah, right?
Yes, I am. It's on point, buddy. Can anybody guess what this card is behind me? By the way, this is a magic card.
Santa's Workshop of Horrors?
You're getting kind of close, but it's Urza's brother.
Mishra, but I still don't know it. I mean,
Mishra's Workshop.
Mishra's Toy Factory. This is another one of those. This is on theme. You remember what I had last week, guys?
Gingerbread, something or other.
Elemental or something. It's
not gingerbread.
I don't remember yesterday, Bob.
Remember, I made you talk about. I'm like, what is this thing behind me? You're right. It was an elemental.
Animar.
It was the fruitcake elemental.
Ba ba ba.
And with that, I think we're going to probably close it out this week, folks. Thank you very much for joining us, giving us your time, the most valuable resource that you have. Really do appreciate seeing you all here. Richie Dubs, absolutely loved seeing you again, active in our chats. Missed you being around for a while. Coach, as always, appreciate you being here. Time Capsule, Miss Sherry Vegas, and TCG Dude. Thank you very much for chiming in. Hopefully you got something out of tonight. This is we got one more show before Christmas. I will have yet a different background that's going to be on theme again. Love you too, Sherry Vegas. And you all have a good and safe evening. If it's snowing where you are, be careful. Got kind of a snowstorm this weekend here. And hopefully we'll see you next Saturday at 7 p.m. And for the members, we'll see you in just a minute.
Bye, y'all.
See you later.